Yo, how's it going? I hope everyone's safe. I don't actually know what day of quarantine it is anymore, but it's rubbish weather here in the UK today, so I've allocated today to go through and just do some editing, and I thought I'd do another tutorial for Photoshop. Recently I've had some people ask me how I did the levitation shot that I put on my Instagram. So we're going to go through and I'll show you how to do that, and then I'm going to go through another technique that you can also do to create this levitation shot. So here's the shot that I created, and it was using 4 different photos all merged together. So this one of me pouring, one with just sellotape holding up the teapot, but to be honest it kind of looks like it's levitating already. You can't really see the sellotape, which is good. And then me pretending that I'm levitating it. Right, so let's go with the first shot. So I'm going to right click on it and we're going to edit in Adobe Photoshop. Honestly, this couldn't be easier as well. If you want people to think, oh my god, you can use Photoshop, this is a way to start because it's so easy to do. And the fact that I've got a background full of trees is going to make it even easier to make it look like I haven't rubbed anything out. So we just head over to here and we use the spot healing brush tool, and I'm going to zoom in a bit, and if you want to make obviously the circle a bit, the brush a bit larger, or the hardness harder or anything like that, it's all here. I'm going to keep it like this because I don't think it's going to matter too much, and this is all you do. Go through like this, and as you can see it just fades into the trees. There's nothing complicated about this at all. And even that, it looks like it's gone a bit funny, but if you were to zoom out, honestly, no one's ever gonna know. I love Photoshop. Make sure as well you take it step by step, because obviously if you go through various colors like this, sometimes it does pick it up funny and it will merge other colors together. So just take it step by step. I'm gonna go back and tidy this up, but I'm just showing you how easy it is. Also going through these 2 colours, this shouldn't be too hard because it's not got a lot of colours to calibrate with, so it should be a simple case. If you were to just dot it quite slowly like this, it gets rid of it, and you kind of notice might bring the hardness down, get that a bit softer. See, that looks better, and that's literally how easy it is. And there you have it, as easy as that. I might go through and just tidy it up a bit, but because I've got a background like this, it just makes things so much easier and not many colours to go through either. So yeah, that's done. Okay, so moving on to the second technique for levitation. This one, instead of using wire, I use sellotape, and I think sellotape is a lot better just because it's easier to edit out. You're also going to want a tripod, and make sure the tripod doesn't move at all, just so it's easier for you to edit in post, as well as make sure the lighting, aperture, ISO, things like that stay exactly the same, just to make things a lot smoother and a lot easier for you. Like I said, this shot was quite tricky to do because I wanted to still make it look like the glass was filling up and that it was pouring in. So that's why, again, it's key for the tripod to stay as still as possible so you can merge the photos easier together. So this is my background layout. I've just put it at the top for now so you can see. Obviously it usually goes at the bottom and looks like that. So that's at the top, and then what I did was draw around the water itself and all the glass here like this, and then when I copied and pasted that into the final image, it was a lot easier to just merge it together because the tripod hadn't moved, so I could just place it on top, and then I just had to add the teapot and make the water look like the tea was coming out the teapot. How you draw around things to get that part of the image and put it into another image or whatever you want to do with it. There's a few options you can do. Sometimes I use the lasso tool, and you can draw around like this and get like quite a smooth image. But for this one, I used this one. I just thought it was easier to do. So this was probably the most complicated part of the image, was drawing around all of this. It just takes a long time, but I'm going to show you now how I do it, So I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, so once it looks like this, what you want to do is right click on the image, still with the pen tool selected, and then you go down to make selection, and I keep it on 2 because it just feathers the side, so it makes it not so sharp, so when you add it in it doesn't look like you've cut and pasted images from elsewhere. So you press OK, and then you do Command C and you go over onto your image and you press Command V. Like I said, because the tripod was kept so still, it's really easy to just slot it straight in there, and voila. It just looks like some random bit of water going into a glass. Once this is done, we move on to the next image, and the next image is the teapot. So I'm not going to go through, I don't want to make this video too long for you guys, but again, you hit Command C, and we go into here and click Command V. And then you want to make sure the layers are in the right order. So obviously at the moment, there's no way we can make the water look like it's pouring into the glass. So if we just move it down like that, now it's behind that layer, and then you just want to position it. You can zoom in and make it look a bit better, but I think that's lined up anyway. And then the last image to do is the hand. So Command C again, and go over to here and Command V. And for this image, I want it to be in front of the mug, so it's covering that a bit, so that's perfect there. Obviously, if it was here, it doesn't look realistic, but it's absolutely fine where it is like that. And that's it. This is by no means finished. Like, there's still a few things I'm going to tidy up. Like, as you can see, the hand here, the background doesn't match the background that it took it from, but we can just use the rubber tool, make sure that you're selected onto the hand, and then probably make it quite soft, and then you can really zoom in and just rub around like that if you want. I mean, if someone knows a better technique, please tell me, because I am by no means an expert in Photoshop at all. So yeah, but that's how I do it. And then the finishing product looks a little something like this. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if it did help, and if you've tried this out at all, comment below, and let me know how you get on. In my last video, I did another Photoshop tutorial where I went through and showed you how to split a photo into 2 for Instagram to make one seamless picture. So if you haven't seen that, go check it out. And if you like this video, give it a like, and I'll catch you in the next one.
Anything bad.